Hello everyone, I am truly excited to be here. Thank you all for coming. I know that without the help of my mentors and the 1 Million Cups staff, this pitch wouldn't be happening. But before I continue, I have a couple questions I want you to think about. What if the blind could travel the same as you or I? What if cardiac patients could identify a problem before it's too late? What if countless lives could be saved because the ambulance could get to the site faster? Good morning, my name is Gosha Sivaraja, and I'm the founder and CEO of Siino Technology, LLC. And today, I am here to tell you that all of those what-ifs can become a reality. The mission of Siino is to use innovative, cutting-edge technology to create devices that can improve the lives of people all around the world. Siino will make the world a safer place. Our first product is a device that helps blind and visually impaired individuals travel. For so long, blind individuals have been using a cane to travel. However, this possesses many problems. One major problem is that while using the cane, blind individuals don't have anything to alert them to any low-hanging objects that they might walk into, and so they often hit their heads. Another problem is that the blind individuals have to limit the pace that they are walking at because the cane can only detect objects 1 foot in front of the blind individual. That is why we created the movement aid for the visually impaired, or for short, the MAVI. The MAVI is a promising piece of technology that fixes all of these problems and improves the lives of blind individuals. It is a patent-pending device, and as you can see, it comes with 3 pieces. The first piece of the MAVI is attached to the waist of the blind individual, and the other 2 pieces are attached to their arms. The MAVI uses a process similar to echolocation to detect objects all around the blind individual. So the MAVI's main competitor is the standard white cane. However, unlike the cane, the MAVI can detect low-hanging objects. It can also detect objects 10 feet in front of the blind individual and comes with additional safety precautions, which allows blind individuals to send their current locations to friends and family members with the simple push of the button. In the future, the MAVI will also be coming with many more features. So we have visited several blind communities, such as the Dallas Lighthouse for the Blind, and we have taken a survey. According to the survey, a majority of the blind individuals feel comfortable using the MAVI and want to buy it as soon as possible. And all of them agree that the MAVI has a very affordable price. So before I continue, I want to show you a quick clip of what one blind individual thought of the MAVI.
Well, the MAVI is a great device that would eventually make other visually impaired people more independent as far as either using their cane or using the device. And it's a fantastic device as far as moving around because you don't have an actual cane to deal with. It's more like a virtual cane. And it's a pretty neat device.
So that was just one of the many positive comments that the MAVI has received. And in order to give additional support to the blind community, Siino will be donating 1% of our profits to the National Federation of the Blind. So as you know, we are targeting blind individuals, and in Texas alone, there are over 662,000 blind individuals. That's a lot of lives that we will be improving. So we understand that the MAVI is new to the market. And in order to make the transition from using the cane to using the MAVI smooth and successful, we have created various services, including audio recordings, braille manuals, and explanation videos. We will also be setting up a call center personnel, and if the blind individual needs additional help, we can send over to them a trainer who knows how to work with the blind. So at the beginning of this presentation, you heard all of these what-ifs, and now you understand that they will become a reality. At Siino, we are on a mission to help blind individuals walk just the same as you or I. So please, join with me in creating a solution for a better future. Thank you.
Oh my God, I'm like so impressed. And she did it in 5 minutes too. Oh my gosh. You are so impressive. I love your presentation, and I know this is not on script, but I just have to say she's in high school, and I mean, I've worked with so many people in business development over the past 20 years, even though I'm 27. But I rarely have I seen someone so polished and prepared as you, and I really enjoyed it, and I wish you the best of success.
Thank you.
So now we're going to jump into Q&A, and there's no doubt that Goshi is prepared for this. So we're going to have 15 minutes or 14 minutes, and if you have a question, raise your hand. I'll walk out to you, and please do, Todd, I see you. Is that Todd? I'm on my way. I was looking forward to meeting you today. So I'll come out to you, and please don't start speaking until you receive the microphone so that we can capture your audio within our recording. Thank you all.
So if you're replacing an actual cane, are there different sounds for different things? Like if it's coming from above, is there a different sound to let them know, hey, duck? Or is there something that tells them size, or how do they determine that without a cane?
Okay, thank you for your question. So the Mavi uses buzzing tones and vibrations so that, as you said, it does have different kinds of tones. So if it's something up above, it has a specific tone. And if there's anything on the ground, and if it's like a step up, then there's a specific tone. And then if there's like a hole in the ground or a ditch, then there's another tone. If there's anything in front of the blind individual, there's a vibration motor. And as I said in my presentation, the Mavi can detect objects up to 10 feet away from the blind individual. And for the Mavi, there's an option where they can switch from 10 feet to 5 feet. So kind of like an indoor and outdoor option. And then the closer the object is, the more intense the vibration will be.
Good morning. Very impressive presentation. Awesome product. A couple of questions. I know you said it's patent pending, so I'm not sure if you're allowed to share the information, but what technology is it based on? Like, what's the whole product based out of?
Okay, thank you for your question. So as I said, it uses a process similar to echolocation, and it uses various sensors. And for the past 2 years, I've been working on creating the Mavi, and it uses unique software and hardware. And it's proven to work from the positive comments from the blind individual, as well as from the various awards that the Mavi has won from science fairs. Does that answer your question? Okay.
Good morning. You did an amazing job, especially for a high school student. I'm really impressed. One of the questions I have is, what is the learning curve of a person actually learning the system of how to use this product?
That's a very good question. So as I said, I've been visiting several blind communities and allowing the blind individuals to test the Mavi. And they're very fast learners, and they actually picked this up within half an hour. And so they learn very fast, and the Mavi is also simple to use, and that helped.
Can we see a demonstration?
Yeah, 1 second.
Oh, cool.
So I'll just be like showing you the side piece first. So when it turns on, it releases a buzzing tone to signify that it's on. So, 1 sec. And then, I guess it's out of battery. One of the glitches that we're working on. But it starts buzzing, and to say how much battery there's left in the Mavi, it will release another type of sound. So if releases 3 beeps, then that means there's only 25% left. If it releases 1 beep, then that means you have 100%. And that's how you can tell how much battery it has. Actually, let me try one more again. And it's vibrating. You can't really hear it, but yeah. That's how much. It's one of the glitches. Well, we're looking at engineers to try and fix them, but yeah.
Ma'am, with the echolocation devices, usually there is a significant false positive problem. Is that something that you are resolving in your device? I mean, things that basically you get back the signal from things that aren't really in the way.
So
For a variety of reasons, like the angle reflectors and things like that, which I mean, all over the place, some shape or fashion.
yes, so I have noticed that problem with the earlier versions of the Mavi, and we have resolved it by working with other sensors. And we've actually, for some of the Mavis, we, instead of only putting 1 sensor, we put in 2 to detect the same object, so that we can use both of them to decide if there's actually something there. And it also reduces the noise level.
Thank you. I was also curious if you're using any sort of image recognition algorithms. I mean, learning things like that. I mean, to basically filter the noise from your sensors.
Yeah, actually, that's a good question. So what we're doing is right now it doesn't have any optical sensors, but in the future with the newer versions, of the Mavi, we will also be putting other camera-like sensors so that it can detect colors and objects and then relay it to the blind individual. Does that answer your question?
I guess it's going a bit further than I was. I guess it's going way further than I was asking. I was talking about just the image recognition from your echolocation sensor. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Gosha. Great job. I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
I have a question regarding the technology that's kind of threefold, so forgive me. It's just really fascinating. Is there any issues or concerns with pacemaker interference?
Well, no, because the Mavi uses different frequencies, and so it doesn't interfere or interact with other frequencies such as pacemakers, TVs, or radios.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is there any interaction involved with a service animal? Because typically the blind has a service animal with them.
That's a good question. So the Mavi, it could be used independently, but it can also be used with a cane or with a guide dog. So it can be used both ways.
So is there an opportunity to maybe affix or attach the service animal with a Mavi device?
That's one of the newer products we will be working on once we launch the Mavi.
Okay, very exciting. And
Yeah.
3, you mentioned something about GPSing or being able to find the blind person. Is there any part of the technology that has some kind of emergency alert support?
Right now there's no emergency alert support, but what it is there's going to be app on the blind individual's phone, as most of them carry smartphones. And so when they press that button, it sends a text message to a friend or family who is already put into the app where the blind individual is. And it's more like an additional safety precaution.
Thank you.
No problem.
I thought someone up here, yes, had a question.
Terrific job, I love it, and you too. How many prototypes have you made, and how are you dealing with the manufacturing side of it?
This one is my 3rd prototype, the black one on top. Actually, it's my 4th. And for the manufacturing, right now I've been using 3D printing to put them all together. and we are looking for local manufacturers. And that was actually one of the things I was looking for from the community, for manufacturing and then injection molding for the Mavi.
Where have you been doing the 3D printing?
The library, and occasionally we do have a 3D printing machine at our school, so I'm allowed to use that too.
Great presentation, by the way. I have a question that's follow-up from there. I know that it's a little too early. What's the price range you're thinking it's going to be when it's actually in production, number one? And I guess this is going to be classified as a medical device. And do you think this will be covered under any health insurance, things like that? Have you thought around that?
Well, I'll answer your first question first. We are looking at a price range of around $400, and that is, I took a survey, and all of the blind individuals agree that this is a good price for them. It's high enough that I will be making a profit out of it, but it's also very affordable for them. So, and then for your second question, the Mavi is actually not a medical device. So I'm not sure if the insurance is going to cover it, but we are looking at those options right now. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
All right, well, I had to think of another one on the fly here. As far as echolocation, what made you go into that direction of echolocation instead of sonar that dolphins use? Because I know that echolocation is used by nocturnal animals like bats, but in sonar is used by dolphins. So what was the decision in doing echolocation other than sonar location?
Well, as you said, I did get the idea from nocturnal animals. So I got it from bats, and at first I searched into it, and from the sonar and echolocation, I thought that the echolocation would just work better from going off walls and detecting objects.
I'm going to ask the last question, and you've already started it. So outside of the manufacturing piece, what else can the community do to help you in your business?
Well, okay, there's several things I'm looking for from the community, and I'll just list them out for you. So one, the Mavi, I will be needing help with marketing and advertising the Mavi and Siino. Two, if any of you guys have contacts with blind individuals, doctors, or other engineers who could help me with future versions of the Mavi, if you could give me a warm introduction with them, that would be very helpful as well. Three, as I said earlier, I need help with manufacturing and injection molding, and I'm looking for a local company, so that would be a tremendous help. Four, so I am new to the business world, and if any of you guys have any other feedback or suggestions that could help me with the Mavi, that would be very helpful, and I would love to get in contact with you. And five, currently we are looking to partner with other blind retails and online stores, and we want to make a contract where they sell the Mavi and advertise it. So if anyone could help me with that, I would be very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you.